Hi, I'm Dr. Hale Pringle, and for me the first question is always, is this a great day? And the answer is always, Hale, yes. Want to talk to you today about creating an ebook in less than 30 minutes. This is part of a series I'm created on increasing the value of your blog post by 1,000%. Now, the ebook doesn't have to come from a blog post. It can be something you wrote. But I'm going to show you a very quick, it's certainly not the only way, but a quick and easy way, once you've done a little work to set things up, to create an ebook, and then another ebook, and then another ebook. All right. First question you gotta ask is, why do it? Well, we want you to repurpose your work. You spent a lot of time, I'm talking about blog posts. You created something that took you a while. You spent some energy on it. Rather than just pushing publish and then putting some backlinks to it and have it fade off into history, you can reuse that same effort with just a little bit of extra work, and you can do things like you have a product then. It can be a bonus gift. When you give somebody an ethical bribe, you can also have them get this extra gift. Or I end up with sign-up lists in a number of places, things like on Facebook, or if they make a comment on my blog, there's a check mark. Well, it's nice to give them a gift, particularly since my email sequence is set up that one list sends out an email that says, the gift I just offered you is in another email. Be sure and check your spam folder. Well, if I'm not giving them a gift, then that just doesn't work. So I can give them a gift, and this ebook that I've just created in a few minutes can be that. In some cases, it'll actually be your ethical bribe. One way to write good ebooks is to write a series of blog posts and then combine them all together into one large book. Just wrote one on AWeber. It's 160 pages that came out of a series of blog posts. Now, it takes a little longer to convert one of those into an ebook than it does just a simple blog post. There are free ebook sites, and you can put this ebook that I'm talking about on those sites. And in it, you have links to your website. In my case, I have a resources page at the end. It's actually several pages of other products that they might be interested in that are free. But if they click on any one of them, they're going to end up in a squeeze page where they need to give me their name and email address in return for this free ebook on copywriting, for example. So those free ebooks that you're giving away are actually teasers, bait, small ethical bribes that someone may actually see something they're interested in and get on your list because they asked for it. And in your email sequence, when you're talking to your list, every now and then you'd like to give people a gift, and these free, quick and easy ebooks can be a nice gift that you give on day 10 or day 15 or whatever. Just because you're my loyal subscribers, here's something you might enjoy, and you give them a free copy of this thing. And it took you just a few minutes to create. So that's why we want to do this. The system I'm going to describe uses I'm using Microsoft Word. I'm sure you can do the same thing in LibreOffice or OpenOffice, but right now I'm using Microsoft Word so that you can see. The 3 files are a main template file, a file which I call resources, which is a list of other products that the person can opt in for, and the third is a who am I, and in my case, who is Dr. Hale file. What happens is you have this template file, and you insert links to the other 2 files, and that way it's very easy to update the ebook when you've added more resources to your resource list, or if you've changed your bio, the who am I, and I'll show you how that works in just a minute. So the who am I file, this file is going to be inserted in each of your ebooks. It'll have your picture, a short bio, a light tone, tells people who you are, and it's a good intro to each of your ebooks, because you're wanting people to know, like, and trust you, not just the material of your books. The resources file. This contains thumbnails, a link, short description of other things they might be interested in, and I just talked about that a second ago. Each of the resources can point to a squeeze page where if someone wants one of these free ebooks, they first have to give you their name and email address, and now they're on your list, and you can proceed to market to them. So the template file, it's the starting point, and it's just a few pages long in the beginning. It has a page that's a cover page where this is where you're going to put the image that your ebook cover. The Who Am I page is inserted right after that. It's inserted as what they call a linked object. And we could cut and paste it in, but then we'd have to cut and paste each time we wanted to update it. With a linked object, all we have to do is right click on it and say update the object, and it will go out and get the newest copy and insert it right into your main document. The body is just a place that says insert body here, but it has a header, a footer, it has page numbers, and a note to remind you that you need to update the header to match the ebook that you're currently working on. And last is we have that resources page that's inserted again as a linked object. So let's go out to Word and take a look at my template file, which I'm going to make available to you so you can modify it and use it for yours. Okay, here we are. Right now I'm looking at my template for new reports. And one of the things I want to show you before I get into the template is if I go out here and look at the properties of this file, I've marked it as read-only. The reason is I want to always save as something else and not overwrite this basic file. And I don't know about you, but when I get busy doing a brand new thing, I have been known to just click on save. I may be thinking save as, and I still reach over and click save. This way it'll balk and tell me I can't just save the file. I need to go do a save as. Here's what it looks like. A place to put the image. Now I'm getting the book cover in many cases is the longest part of the whole procedure. Sometimes I go out to Fiverr, and I will write that in here so you can see the Fiverr.com is a website, and people will create an ebook cover for you. There's also a http://myebookcover.com, and I should put an HTTP here too. Now that's another place that you can fill in the blank and create. You end up paying a few dollars if you want the ones that look nicer, but those are places where you can do the ebook covers. You can also do them yourself in PowerPoint or in there's a number of ways. I actually bought a bunch of templates for $5 from Fiverr, and I use a thing called Photoshop Elements. It's the baby brother of Photoshop, and it only cost about $70 retail. And it will edit Photoshop files, and it will actually run the macros, which are called actions, that people create in Photoshop. And so I can use those templates and run an action, and it will fold the ebook so that it looks the 3D look. So this material is constant. I change this if it's a paid book, but this is stuff I want on every ebook. So right here I'm going to erase this and paste in the image of a cover. I didn't put this in the PowerPoint, but it certainly needs to be there. It's a terms and condition. It's constant in every one of my ebooks. It looks like a page in the document, but it's actually what I call an embedded object. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. But here's why I do this. Say I change my bio, which I have. I can right click on the page and update the field, and it went out and got the new copy. And you notice that picture with my picture on it is suddenly gone. So this is the newest copy of my bio. So if I have 4 or 5 or 10 or 15 ebooks, I can open, go to the page, right click and push one button, and it's boom, pasted in. This is the main place I'm going to put the article. I'm going to paste it in, erase this, and it's reminding me I need to update this header, because right now it just says template for new documents, and I need to put the title of my page in it. And maybe I want to update the footer. I usually don't, but I have the page number, I have my website and my name in the footer on every page. And remind me that one of the first things I need to do once I have the cover and a title, create a squeeze page for it on my blog and add it to the resources document. So we're going to scroll down, and this is what the resources document looks like. I have a little footer to my article, which is some things about me, and then here's the resources. And as I said, we have titles and short descriptions and links, and these go to squeeze pages on my blog. And part of what I need to do is update this document. So let me show you my other two. There's the page. I mean, it's a document, and it's called Who is Dr. Hale? And as I update this, all I have to do is go back as I showed you and update in the just right click and say update object. This is the resources file. It starts with that ending with my name and a little bit about me, and here's resources, and here are the various ebooks I have with links. So if I'm doing a new ebook, one of the first things I need to do is edit this doc and save it with a new ebook stuck in it. And I want to show you again what I was talking about earlier. I'm going to put into this file. I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to go back to my main template file. Same one we were looking at. I'm just going to right click into this document, and there's update field. Type that, and it just changed it. There's the simple change I just typed. It just went out and got rid of the old version and sucked in the new version. So once I have an ebook and I want to update it because I've changed my bio or I've added a couple of other new ebooks to my resources list, I open it, right click, update field, and bang, it's done. Now what I'm going to do is show you how we insert an object, because I told you we're doing a linked object, not just we're not cutting and pasting and whatever. So I'm going to go in here and say insert. Over here is object. Get the little down arrow. We're going to insert text from a file, and it's going to ask me where the file that I'm interested in is. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to find the resources document. And instead of just doing insert, I'm going to click on this little arrow and say insert as a link. And this is what makes it an embedded object, not just a cut and paste. When I do that, then this is in here, except in this case it's in here twice because I added it as a second time to show you how it works. There's that beginning that I had before, and there's the free resources. So I've embedded this twice. There are two objects now linking to the same file. which doesn't make any sense, but I wanted to show you how I did the insert. And so once I saved my basic template file, all I would need to do to create the ebook is get the e-cover, however I was going to do that, insert into resources doc, the cover, a short description and a link, insert that e-cover here, cut and paste the article here, getting rid of these 2 lines, update the link to the resources page with that same, what we talked about before, right click, update field, so that it would have the new document in it, and save it. And I always save it into a folder that's in the same general area with the name of the new ebook on it. At that point, one of the things you can do if it's a longer book is add a page up at the top, and it's just all you need to do is a control enter, and you will have a new blank page. And type the word index, what we're going to do is go up here, click on references, table of contents, it's going to show us some options. We're going to do insert table of contents, say OK, and it will have put in table of contents. Now I've got some things in there I don't really want in my table of contents. Oh, like the put image here would be the actual image, so I can erase that, and I really don't want this title, so I would erase that. And basically go down, clean it up a little bit. Now when I save this document, it has a table of contents with page numbers, and there are times when I have to go in and add some periods, and there are, I'm sure, ways to make all this work better. I just clean this up a little bit and I'm done with it. So I have my book, I've saved it. The last step is to go out here and do a save as. I really want this name to have no spaces in it, because WordPress is usually run on Linux machines, and they're just a little harder to get to a PDF if it has spaces in it. So by putting dashes, and I do recommend dashes and not underscores, because when you have the blue underline link, the underscores can merge right into those, especially on smaller screens. The dashes are a whole lot easier to see that they are there. We're going to change the format to PDF, and like I said, I would have saved this to the name of my new ebook. And when I do save, we'll just go ahead and save it. There, I've got a PDF of the document the way it is right now, with the table of contents. I haven't put the article in it, but all of that is right there in a PDF, and you now have an ebook. So the main thing is, it takes you a few minutes to get a resources file put together, a who am I type page, and this template page. But once you have them, you get yourself a header, you cut and paste your article, you tweak it a little bit, you save it, and you now have an ebook. And it's a great product to have, because you're always looking for free gifts to give to people, ethical bribes to give to people, thank yous to give to people, bonuses to pile. We give you 4 bonus files if you sign up for this course tonight. And here you've got things that took you just a few minutes to create, and they're a resource you can use over and over and over. So, I hope you've picked something up from this, and this is Dr. Hale signing off on how to create an ebook in 30 minutes or less. You have a great day. Oh, Hale, yes.